Everywhere John and Sydney Amal look in their town of Silver City, New Mexico, they can see John's handiwork. That's because he's a self-taught artist who's been designing hand-painted signs for over 40 years.
You have to have an eye for it. Johnny had a really good eye for it.
I took to it, and it just started from there. It started very small.
From that small start, John's business expanded to include billboard painting, rentals, and digital design. As their income grew, they also tithed faithfully.
We paid off everything, every debt. I mean, we had it made.
After decades of success on the job, John started training his son to take over the business. He also decided to volunteer his time to their church, which he considered to be their tithe.
We quit tithing during that time because we were doing this ministry for God. We were not taking any money.
Soon after, a trusted friend asked them to back him on a construction job. The Malls agreed to help, but costs for the project got out of control, and the Malls had to foot the bill. Eventually, John and Sydney were facing bankruptcy.
The proverb says, you're a fool if you cosign, and you will suffer. And we suffered. We lost about $125,000 in that project.
It was terrifying. And yet there was a part of me that knew I had to trust God.
When the project finished over a year later, the Malls were both broken and broke. They forgave their friend and then prayed about what to do next.
3 days later, we got a check from some friends for $1,000.
Rather than keep the money, the Malls decided to give.
I asked the Lord, where should we sow this? And the thought came back to me, CBN is good ground.
At that point, they made the decision to start giving again. And over the next year, the Malls say God bless them.
We owned a piece of land that we didn't even have for sale. And the state of New Mexico came to us. They gave us an offer that was much more than if we were even going to sell it. And a matter of fact, we made almost most of the money back on that one project.
It was fun every month to see how God was going to provide, and He did.
Today, the Malls are debt-free, and they continue to support CBN.
I'm always amazed at how much CBN does. The ministry they have towards families and children and people, that's the heart of God.
The Malls are no longer worried about money, and they say the future looks brighter than ever.
We just have a comfortable life, and it's because of God.
We learned how good God is. You can trust those promises. Give and it'll be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, running over. The Lord.
You know, we can learn a lot from each other, can't we? Or just friends and family, or stories like this. You know, let's face it, we make financial mistakes. All of us do. You know, it's unusual for a family maybe to experience a mistake of over $100,000. I think they said it was a $125,000 poor investment they made. And I think one of the amazing things about that story is, I mean, not just the reminder that there is hope to recover financially, but here's a family that lost a lot of money on a decision they thought was poor looking back. And then they received this $1,000 check later. And, you know, a lot of us, if we're in a financial situation like that, may say, oh, good, we're starting to slowly get it back. Let's keep this. But they said, no, Lord, what do you want us to do with this? And then they made the decision to be generous with it and give. How encouraging and inspiring for us that their trust in the Lord was found to be in a good place, because God took that small offering, so to speak, compared to what they lost, and began to build back their financial foundation. And so we can learn a lot from the Malls, that they trusted God even in their need, and He's done wonderful things in them. Now, they chose to sow into CBN. They found it a good place to be generous, and we encourage you to do the same. You know, we here at CBN are doing amazing work around the world thanks to people like you. It's not possible without people like you partnering with us and literally bringing the gospel around the world and humanitarian relief. And if you'd like to join the 700 Club, it's very simple to do. You can call us at 800-700-7000. And just say, I'd like to join the 700 Club. It's just $20 a month, 65 cents a day, and you'll be partnering with thousands of people who have done the same. 800-700-7000.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Key. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can reach more people with encouraging content like you just watched, and so you never miss a beat. See you next time, and God bless.